All right. This is something the NBA All-Star Weekend happened. Some people overall, I think, Rob G, would you say the sentiment was like, all right, better? That was pretty much mine. It wasn't, oh my gosh, this was an instant classic. It was just like, good. The only thing you should be doing is trying to trend better and better and getting better. And I thought they did a good job of that. I thought the three-point contest with Dame coming out of retirement. I thought the All-Star game in particular, seeing a guy, Ephraim, who never is spotlight guy, and Kawhi, taking action, wanting the ball, dunking on people, hitting threes, 31 of the 48 points. I thought that was good. But now NBC said, we already working on 2027, Rob G.
That's right. The consensus was the All-Star game was awesome. All-Star Saturday night, not so much. Dunk contest was terrible. Shout out Jackson Hayes. Jace Richardson may have got a concussion on his dunk attempt.
At least he attempted to do something crazy. Jackson Hayes just did the most basic game dunk.
Dame Lillard, who won the three-point contest, hasn't played it all this season. People have said about that. So NBC's like, you know what? We fixed the All-Star game. Let's work on Saturday night. We are going to pitch to the NBA, which is, they've already confirmed this. They're asking the NBA to add a 1v1 and a 2v2 tournament to All-Star Saturday night.
My only concern, Ephraim, I like the thought process. I like the attempts. I like the trying thing. Here's my concern. You know this. The reason why guys don't want to do the dunk contest is because I don't want to look crazy. I'm already a star. What advantage do I have? What if I lose? There's nothing to gain. Then I for daggone sure don't think guys are going to want to get cooked up one-on-one with everybody watching. I respect the sentiment. I think a lot of people watch this stuff on Ball is Life and all this stuff on YouTube. You go in a barbershop, it's already up on YouTube. People are watching these guys play 2-on-2, 1-on-1, 3-on-3. But it's almost like a fun social media novelty, not for the professionals like that. And I just think guys would not want to get put on blast. And Edwards wouldn't want to get cooked up by Cade Cunningham in their minds. Oh, my gosh, everybody's going to laugh at me, ridicule me. What's the gain? I think it'd be a blast. I think we would enjoy it. I think it would add that extra because you got to play.
Right. Yeah.
And I think this
can't hide.
Exactly. Can't hide. I think it'll be a good thing I think they don't understand how much the fan would actually appreciate. Like, wow, y'all really went at it, win or lose. But I think everyone is so brand-minded. My brand would take a hit if I get cooked up. What if it's to 11 and I get smoked, 11-3 and everybody. The brands have ruined the competitiveness of things. They're just going out and doing it because, hey, it'd be fun. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a try. Everyone is brand-minded. Everyone's what's in it for me to gain or how much can I lose, and then it's not worth it. But I do like NBC already today looking at things so that they're not throwing something together last minute. They're saying, all right, because that way they can go up to Kay, go up to Ant and say, hey, what do you guys think about this? Would you play? Would you participate? So that way they can have some intel now versus trying to throw something together last minute.
Yeah, I think kudos for the players playing hard in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think the whole three-point contest with Damian Lillard, who I'm a Dame fan, just not a fan of someone not playing and participating in.
Is that an indictment to them?
What I'm saying is, if you're not going to play this year, then you shouldn't be in the All-Star festivities. Period.
Or y'all should beat them.
I just don't think it's right. I think it sends the wrong message for a player to come in and just do that thing and then just go back to wherever he was, what it was. It just doesn't make sense.
That's actually hilarious.
So you mean all these guys who've been playing and doing all this and in shape and all of that, and Dame just came from the crib and walked you guys down, and then now he going back to the crib. I just think it sends the wrong message, number one. The dunk contest, the only way to fix the dunk contest is to actually have players in the dunk contest who people know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I shout out to Keyshawn Johnson because he's an Aztec.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
San Diego State. I knew him. No one else did. And that's why viewers weren't watching.
Yeah.
That's why no one cares. No one cares that Chase Richardson is in the dunk contest and his dad had won it, and Jackson Hayes should be ashamed of himself.
Yeah.
But dunk contest never goes well for anyone 6'11" or above.
Except Dwight.
Dwight Howard, and that was different. But anybody else, even Sean Kemp had a tough time and he laid down like a bird.
Yeah.
And jumped from the dotted line. I mean, Jackson Hayes did an in-game dunk. Where was Matt McClung when you needed him?
Well, he dropped his on YouTube.
Right? So, good luck, NBC. I just don't – I think in terms of guys being afraid to be cooked, they get cooked every week on TV. I think there's a different energy around one-on-one basketball. 2v2 wouldn't work. That's just you screening and rolling. It's essentially watching 3-on-3 basketball with one less person. I think 1v1 could be interesting.
But you think the name guys would do? I believe there's young guys that would do
think
it.
Name guys, ever since the era of LeBron, I think the All-Star weekend has been diminished. I do. You had guys who were, Hall of Fame guys who were first team All-NBA, All-Stars, literally clamoring to get into the dunk contest, and LeBron, who everybody anticipated him being in the dunk contest, decided he wasn't going to do it ever, and so it kind of really took the punch out of it. LeBron doesn't like to play hard in All-Star games either. So
he
it did.
I think there was a line of demarcation. To your point,
once Kobe and them left, it was over. He was like, "I'm not doing that."
Years. I remember
because he had to.
Yeah,
because Kobe was good. Don't ever forget the All-Star game where LeBron had the ball at the end, and it was one-on-one. And he passed twice. And Kobe after was like, "Bro, what are you doing?"
That made no sense.
But that was where it died.
I agree.
It died right there.
You can
that
make a
weekend.
documentary on that.
That's where it died. And since then, because LeBron was like, that ain't nothing, then the game has been looked at as like, we good.
That made no sense. Because that's the one.
Everybody ain't got the dog in them like that, man.
You can take that. Like, no one, we cared that you took the shot. We didn't care in the result. You get what I mean? Like, this is I get it, NBA finals or a big game. This is the time to do it. If there's ever a time to try to, get you.
A dog is a dog, man.
Yeah. I didn't like that. All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.